Love is a bridge from poor to richer knowledge. And that probably doesn't make sense to you. Some German dude said it. I found it in a manga. I'm gonna talk about it. I think the thing that needs to be discussed about this first is that when I say love, I don't mean falling in love with somebody. It can mean that. I think it has multiple meanings, but what I'm gonna talk about today isn't love. Like when you're falling in love with somebody. You guys might not like that because I'm talking about Tsukishima, but I mean, full homo, but no homo. We're not talking. I'll get it out. I want to talk about Tsukishima as a character, not what he does in the show. I don't want to spoil anything because I love Haikyuu. You should go watch it for yourself, honestly. But personally, right, I think the story of Tsukishima is a love story, where it's a will they, won't they, where he's a volleyball player with all the talent in the world, all of the physical ability in the world, but he sees himself as less than other volleyball players, if that makes sense. And a lot of the time in the series, he doesn't have the same passion, right? And characters keep telling him, like, once you find that moment, once you find that one time, right, you'll fall for the game, you'll love the game, right? And I think that holds true for a lot of things, right? And that's where we talk about love is a bridge between poor and richer knowledge. Personally, I think that love is the experience that happens over a long period of time, right? I don't think love is when you first meet somebody. I think love is what happens after you've met them and after like the weeks and months of time you spent with them, getting to know more about them. Knowledge is quite literally a bridge between poor and richer knowledge. To fall in love with anything, you have to know more and more about that something, right? And the only way to really get that knowledge is through experience. You can't really learn if you don't ever experience. Because even if you read a textbook, if you hear somebody and they tell you what you're supposed to believe, right? You'll never really have that knowledge for yourself unless you go experience it. Whether it's love, whether it's a sport, whether it's art. In Haikyuu's case, I think they handle this through Tsukishima, essentially, right? Tsukishima he's like the audience. He's literally the audience character. Where he's playing volleyball. You might not play volleyball, right? Most people who watch Haikyuu probably haven't played volleyball. You might have. But a lot of people haven't, okay? A lot of people don't like sports. And Tsukishima he plays it, right? But he doesn't really enjoy it all that much. He's good, he's solid, but you're never gonna see him like going after it, yelling and screaming. He's a very reserved guy, vindictive. He gets to his spots, he does what he can, right? But he doesn't do anything above what he can do. And then his moment happens. The moment where he falls in love with volleyball. The moment where it's like, and you felt it, I know you have, where that one thing you were doing or you were with, or that one thing, right? That one person or that one moment in time. It just everything just exploded in that one moment where everything felt right at that particular time, where every element came together. I think we've all felt this, right? I love basketball, and I'm gonna be honest here, there's a moment that always comes to mind every time. It was one pickup game. I was really bad at basketball. I still am pretty bad at basketball, but I was playing right. We was going in. We were on a 5-on-5 full court, right? And I'm not a hooper. I play D though. I play D, and I come down. I catch the ball, right? And this dude who's sitting in front of me, he's guarding me. He's a high school hooper, right? No cap. I hit him, yoink. I shoot a three in his face, contested, right? He comes down. He does me. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna lie to you. He comes down, does me, does whatever kind of move you want to imagine, and just step back, yoink, in my face, right? So I come down, right? This for the game now. Game point. I come off a screen. I'm running. He's following me. My teammate gives me the ball. I'm up. I see the rim. Whew, it's in. It's just a pickup game. But in that moment, everything just felt right. And I was like, I love playing basketball. I'll probably never play it at a high level, obviously. But it's like, there's nothing more enjoyable for me than playing a fun pickup game with the homies. Like, just playing pickup with the guys. Just having a good old time. Just get some shots up. That's my fix. I love it. But it's really hard to put feelings into words until you see them and like it's been explained to you or those things have happened, right? Like I've experienced it, but I've never really talked about it that much, right? And I think Tsukishima is quite literally that moment. Like that moment where you fall in love with that thing, that one moment in time where everything lined up perfectly for you. And you felt it in your chest where you got that block or all of the effort you put in. She said she loves you back. Everything just coalesced into that one moment, that one thing that you didn't know you wanted. You didn't know you was gonna be there. But now that you're there, your heart is beating out of your chest. There's a big smile on your face. There's a huge grin. Your teeth is showing. You're going ballistic in it. You're going crazy. I don't know what it is, but it's the moment that everything clicks for you. Whether it was she's the one, whether it's I love this, whether it's I'm gonna be the best who's ever done this. I don't know. I don't know what that thing is for you, right? But I just wanted to get that off my chest because like watching Tsukishima and Haikyuu and watching every season of Haikyuu, right? It's been a journey where like after that moment, you can physically see like these characters like after like not only just coming to love the game, but like all of the character development like that I see in the show are things that like I feel like I've either experienced or I understand the experience. Just in general, right? Where you're willing to put your body on the line for something that is relatively a game. Like it's a game at the end of the day, right? Like volleyball is just a game, right? Even if it's high school, right? Even if you're playing it at a high level, right? It's always gonna be a game, right? And I think that's the thing that like you kind of get jealous of, where when you have that moment and you see somebody have that moment, especially at a high level, you see somebody on a high level have that moment, right? It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. If I'm gonna be honest, there's nothing honestly prettier to me than seeing somebody, it just clicks for them. Like if I'm watching basketball as an NBA fan, right? And a player who not that good, maybe he had a down year last year, and he's coming out and he's tearing it up. Just that one moment. Maybe it's the Christmas Day game, because every now and then a Christmas Day game will go crazy. Maybe it's like the first one of the playoffs. Step back, 3 for the win. Just that moment where you see everything click for a dude. Where in that moment, they are the story's hero. That's the hero right there. And I feel like we all want to be the hero of our own story. But to get there, you kind of have to remember, right? Love is a bridge between poor and richer knowledge. So that knowledge doesn't just come to you, right? You got to put hours into what you love. I mean, not into what you love, because you don't love it yet. But you got to put hours into the thing that you really enjoy, right? Until that enjoyment, until that passion becomes love, until that feeling in your chest becomes so contagious that the other people around you can feel it radiating off you. Like that's love, really. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that. Have a good day.